I'll be honest, I didn't want to watch this. The trailers and just overall marketing to this movie were just so horrible, and it's just like, Freaky Friday 2? Really? Don't get me wrong, I really liked that original Freaky Friday movie. No, not that one. Not that one either. Yes, that one. Now this movie, like I said, I was not excited for it at all. In fact, if I didn't do YouTube, I don't know if I would have actually bothered watching this, but I gotta say, I'm a little bit glad I do YouTube and was forced to watch it, because it wasn't actually bad. Now, was it really that good? No. But did I have a bad time? Definitely not, and I definitely had a fun time. And that's kind of jumping on to the things that I liked about this movie, and the main thing is that it is just a really fun, solid time at the movies. And I think that's mainly because of the performances. While the script and story may be pretty weak, which we'll talk about later, overall I just felt like every performance in this movie was either really good or actually pretty great. Jamie Lee Curtis was just the standout to me. She just ate up the scenery completely. And pair her with Lindsay Lohan, who's also doing a really great job, and it just makes you smile endlessly anytime they're on screen together. The new girls too, I also thought were doing pretty good jobs. They were also mostly fun to watch, but I will say, and this is kind of jumping straight to the negatives, but there are a lot of times where I felt the new girls weren't really capturing the essences of the characters they were swapped with. I mean, like I said, the performances themselves were good, they were fun, but there were many moments where just like, wait, so who are you supposed to be? Oh, you're, oh, okay. Since we're on the negatives now, I'll just say this movie doesn't have much heart to it. Like, I think back to that original Freaky Friday, and it has so many pivotal emotional moments that actually get you quite choked up at points. But this movie didn't really have much of a beating heart to it, to be honest. And it didn't have those pivotal emotional moments that made me feel for the characters. They definitely try, but the writing is just too weak for them to work. It also just didn't really have a heart in the sense that it felt more like a product than it did a movie, and just Disney kind of saying, "Hey, what 2000s movie can we make a sequel to now? Freaky Friday? Fuck it, it works, I guess. Put it on Disney+. Except it ended up releasing in cinemas, which is obviously where I watched it, and it just felt odd not watching it on my TV in my bedroom where I can pause whenever I want to. Because man, you can just tell this was meant to be dumped on Disney+. I mean, the visuals, for one, are just not very good. I prefer the way the first movie looks, even if it didn't look great. It actually looked like a movie at least, and just not completely boring to look at like this one. The editing was also pretty rough. I mean, it got better as it went on, but it was still just aggressively cheap in the way they edited this thing. Something else I want to say too is that this movie is too damn long. The original has the perfect runtime, but this one decided to be an extra 20 minutes or so longer, and I do feel like the first 10 or so minutes of them introducing... Hold on, what's her name? No, seriously, what's her name? Anna, that's it. I really do feel like they could have cut those first 10 or 15 so minutes, because it's essentially only there to introduce Anna's new soon-to-be partner and fiance. But I personally think it would have worked more if the movie starts and they already know each other and they're already engaged. Also, the movie takes way too long to get to the actual plot. Like, you know what the plot is going to be going into this, so I don't really know why they waited as long as they did to actually properly kick it off. I have nothing against setup, obviously, but this movie just had too much setup, you know? Setup that starts to make you wonder, is this... am I watching Freakier Friday? Like, when is the Friday going to be freakier? Anyway, I feel like I've been way too negative on this because, like I said, I really did enjoy my time with this movie enough. I didn't dislike watching it. I'll probably never watch it ever again, but by no means did I have a bad time watching it. I think if you're someone that loves and cherishes that original movie, you're gonna love this one, and I'm gonna give it a 6 out of 10. Wait, I forgot to mention something, my bad, but this movie has like a lot of needle drops that don't feel necessary, but it has a Britney Spears Baby One More Time needle drop, which even if it felt forced, instantly gives it 1 extra point. Anyway, that's about it. Thank you, bye.